Come in, Alpha Trion. This is Elita One.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another marvelous video. In today's video, we'll be talking about the first female Transformer, Elita One, who was initially created for the Transformer animated series. Her character was later incorporated into other forms of media as well. Elita One was also Optimus Prime's love interest, and they have fought together on numerous occasions. She was a badass and powerful warrior, but also compassionate. She sometimes combined with her female Autobot teammates, Moonracer, Nova Star, Green Light, and Lancer to form Orethia. So without further delay, let's dive into the origins of Elita One. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Leave him alone! Ariel, no!
Elita One origins. Elita was a simple manual laborer named Ariel before becoming the powerful Autobot warrior that we know as Elita One. She had the special ability to stop time by creating a 50-foot radius around herself. The ability exhausted her terribly and even drained her life force, for which she used it rarely in dire situations. As mentioned earlier, she was originally created for the Transformer cartoon following the Generation 1 continuity. 9 million years ago, during the peaceful times of Cybertron, she existed as a young dock worker named Ariel along with her boyfriend, Orion Pax, who later became Optimus Prime. During that period, flight for Transformers was a big thing, and truly fascinated Orion and his best friend Dion, while Ariel was concerned about the few flight-enabled robot attacks on Cybertron's outer cities. Dion and Orion were too overwhelmed by the flying robots to think about it. Later, Orion brought one of the flying robots named Megatron into the energy storage facility out of fascination, which turned out to be a big mistake. Megatron suddenly ordered his transport drones to attack, and they aimed the first shot at Orion. Despite Dion's attempt to keep Ariel out of the fight, she dived in only to get shot by the Decepticons. Both Ariel and Orion were incapacitated, but thanks to the Ariel bots, their bodies were carried to Alpha Trion. Alpha Trion repaired and recreated them to become Optimus Prime and Elita One. Since then, the two engaged in combat with the Decepticons for the next 5 million years until her team of Autobots, led by Optimus Prime, decided to leave in search of Energon for their dying planet, Cybertron. As she was about to board the ship from Lasson, the Decepticons took a close shot near the launching Autobot starship. She was seemingly killed, but was later revealed to have survived. She formed a team of 6 Autobots and continued to fight the Decepticons in secret for the next 4 million years. Unfortunately, owing one of her teammates, Moonrace's careless and overweening attempt to steal Energon from the Decepticon base revealed their existence. The news soon reached Megatron, who wasted no time planning an attack on them before they could relocate to a new hideout. Soon, a Decepticon team comprising Starscream, Ramjet, Astrotrain, and Rumble was sent to capture the Autobots. Elita gave a good fight, overwhelming 3 Decepticons until Rumble took down her other team members. Elita managed to save her team from being captured by the Decepticons. Megatron decided to use her a bit to lure Optimus into their trap. Optimus Prime's bond with Elita. In hopes of luring Optimus into their trap, Megatron shared the news of Elita being alive and captured by him. Optimus wasted no time and arrived on Cybertron, but only to get captured by the Decepticons easily. Upon seeing Optimus captured, Elita tried forcing her way out to help Optimus, which resulted in her getting shot. The Decepticons then hung Optimus over a large tank of acid and spared Elita until the time they would sink Optimus in the acid and destroy him. Out of desperation to save her lover, Elita used her time-stopping capabilities and helped Optimus survive while draining her entire life force and bringing her to the brink of death. While she stopped time for everyone and freed Optimus, the latter took Elita One to save her. He took her to Alpha Trion, after which the latter stated that Optimus could save her only. She was revived after Optimus, under Trion's instructions, interfaced with her via his power filter. The duo then then went and rescued the Earth-stationed Autobots on Cybertron along with Elita's team, who were about to get executed by the Decepticons. The two rejoiced, but were again separated after Autobots and the other Earth-stationed Transformers departed from Cybertron to combat the Decepticons on Earth. Before leaving, Optimus and Elita's closeness was demonstrated. They did not want to part ways again as they saw each other after such a long time, but Optimus had to leave. Following Prime's departure, Alpha Trion united Elita's team and remade a new secret base for them. Elita One's storyline and comic series. Following her appearance in the Transformer cartoons, Elita was introduced in the comics as well. Elita, representative of the Cardassians. In the 2005 IDW continuity, Elita One was a descendant of Liege Maximo's tribe who went against her master after he manipulated events, leading to the death of Optimus Prime. She managed to detain Liege Maximo in their prison ship. She became the crew captain and her team protected the ship, even with their lives. Elita eventually rose to be their hero and made 3 core values among them: security, efficiency, and truth. Later at some point, Starscream and Windblade arrived at her ship as representatives of Cybertron, with the former scheming to ally with Elita. However, it was Starscream and everyone knew his fraudulent nature, so Elita made no delay in denying it and pointing her gun at him. Windblade later explained that her troops needed to go to Cybertron and killing a scumbag like Starscream would only initiate a war. The spaceship and the crew led by Elita arrived on Cybertron and began claiming parts of it. At some point, when the horde of undead titans attacked Cybertron, Elita coordinated the battle from space. Starscream requested her to let Carcerer transform into his robot form and assist in the battle on Cybertron, to which Elita denied and hung up on him. However, she had to reconsider her decision after Windblade, revealed to be Lightbright in disguise, led a team to attack the armory. Carcerer was awakened along with Liege Maximo, who was trapped in it for a long time. Following a battle, victory came for the Cybertronians, and Elita was praised for her decision to release Carcerer. During Earth's establishment and meeting with the Council of Worlds, Elita represented the Carceranian delegate, while Marissa Fairborn represented the same from Earth. Following this, Elita made several appearances in the comics. Elita serving Megatron. In the 2019 IDW continuity introduced Elita One in the Transformers issue 1. She joined the Ascensions, believing Megatron could bring positive change to Cybertron. During the reign of Ascension Prime, when Megatron was delivering a speech, a botched attack on him made him induct Elita, Refactor, Quake, and Skytread into the newly formed private Ascension militia. Optimus made Bumblebee apply for membership into the militia so that he could keep track of the happenings of the secret organization. After a rogue Ascension agent named Quake killed Bumblebee's mentor Rubble, the latter pleaded with Elita to recruit him into the team of guards so that he could avenge his mentor's death. Although Elita wanted to help him, her efforts were revoked by Refractor and Skytread's thuggist attitudes. This infuriated Bumblebee and he attacked them and was soon supported by Elita. She then inducted Bumblebee into the team of guards. During one of Megatron's public speeches, both Bumblebee and Elita were present as guards. They tried to control the crowd, who went into a frenzy after Megatron's speech. Following this, Elita and Bumblebee helped each other out on numerous occasions, learning more about the true motives of Megatron. At some point during the rise of a terrorist group, Soundwave tried negotiating with them. He asked Elita and Bumblebee to stay out of it, to which Bumblebee denied. Moments after Soundwave returned, there was a massive explosion as the risers detonated explosives in a suicide bombing attempt. Elita reported to Megatron about Soundwave without knowing that Soundwave was acting according to Megatron's orders. Soon, Megatron and Soundwave removed Elita from her post and expanded the Ascension Guard and with more thugs and risers. Sixshot was made the new head, and he scapegoated Elita, stating that the Decepticons were suspicious about her treachery. Elita was taken into custody, and while transferring her, Swindle, Charger, and Firebest assisted Bumblebee. While they orchestrated their escape, Ultra Magnus picked her up. They battled Sixshot and his team and managed to escape to Crystal City, with Elita joining the Autobots. How she was killed in Transformers movie. Elita was introduced in the live-action films as well. She was there in 2009's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, where she unfortunately died at the end. Elita One and her sisters were part of the Human and Autobot Alliance team known as Nest. They were tasked to deal with the Demolisher in Shanghai, where there was yet another notorious Decepticon, Sideways. The sisters tried catching up to the high-speeding Decepticon before Sideswipe arrived and terminated him. As the film progressed, Fallen, with the aid of Megatron, issued an ultimatum for the humans on Earth. He ordered the US government to ship the Autobots to Diego Garcia. Sam Witwicky contacted Nest, made them disobey government orders, and delivered the Autobots to Egypt along with the corpse of Autobots. While Sam tried to revive the deceased Optimus with the Matrix of Leadership, a vicious battle broke out between the two teams. Elita One and her sisters were also there along with Ironhide, trying to protect Sam and his girlfriend Michaela from the battle. While doing so, they were shot and they met their demise.
Alita.
This wasn't the life I imagined for us either.
Optimus Prime's love interest gets tragic end. The true fate of Elita from the live-action series was showcased in the 4-issue comic book miniseries published by IDW Publishing titled Transformers Rising Storm. It was published from February to March of 2011. It served as a prequel to the live-action movie Transformer Dark of the Moon. The story showcased Elita during her time as Sentinel Prime's follower and Optimus's 1,000 years ago. Both Autobots and Decepticons then revered Sentinel Prime. When the non-believing Thetacons attacked while unearthing the lost Allspark and Simmer, Elita defended until Wheeljack managed to warp time and space and bring a sun into Cybertronian space. This empowered the Allspark and planets on Cybertron. Soon the non-believing Thetacon became believers and the fight was resolved. Peace was restored and Optimus and Elita spent time together. Later, Elita and Archie joined Optimus Prime's science division, while her other sister, Chromia, joined Megatron's defense forces. At some point after Prime's science division excavated a strange relic, an alien race from the Eshim's Nebula attacked Cybertron. Megatron, Defense Force, took on the aggressive stance of taking the fight to the aliens, while Elita stayed behind, respecting Optimus's belief about peace and harmony. Megatron later reformed the military to become his group, and the Decepticons had ordered the elimination of the Primes. Sentinel, Wheeljack, and Elita came under fire at the excavation before Optimus Prime and Chromia came to the rescue. While the war was tearing their planet apart, Sentinel proposed using the torch to put an end to the war. While Optimus battled Megatron at Simor, Elita successfully activated the torch and handed it over to Sentinel, but all hopes went futile after Starscream shot down Sentinel's arc. When Optimus took charge of Megatron's Citadel, he was so driven with vengeance that the only thing that mattered to him was the death of Megatron. Elita was shocked at his vengeful Optimus and did not support his violence. And later, when Ironhide joined Optimus, she was left behind. Optimus, however, did not kill Megatron, but Elita was unable to talk to him again. Sometime in 1908, Elita was shown to be a part of the Autobot team sent to steal Energon from the Decepticons. But the plan failed as the Decepticons were well aware of their arrival. They ambushed the Autobots and Chromia was killed in action. Elita and the remaining captured Autobots were later shown after the Autobots' victory on Earth in 2007. Starscream had planned his own schemes to create an artificial replica Allspark. To make this, he used the captured Autobots. Although Elita pleaded to Starscream, the latter showed no mercy and strapped her to the Allspark to drain away her life force and power the cube. RC arrived to save her, but she was too late. Elita's remains were later acquired by the deranged Decepticon scientist Flatline, who experimented on her and the rest to form a new breed of tripartite soldiers. Flatline reignited the life forces of Elita and Chromia in new bodies, but fusing their sparks into one. Soon, Sideswipe, Topspin, Leadfoot, Roadbuster, and the twin sisters were summoned to Earth and made to join the Autobot human strike force called Nest. They were then trained there and were spotted during one of their missions in Shanghai, China. While confronting Skystalker, Dive Bomb, and Fear Swoop, the sisters succumbed to their rage for being tortured by the Decepticons. They killed Skywalker and this Optimus in awe. He recalled the moment when he was engulfed in revenge, and Elita disapproved of it. During a conversation with Optimus Prime, Prime, she revealed that since the sparks of her other sisters were fused together with hers, she could feel their emotions like her own. During one of the fights, Optimus requested Elita to stay out of it, but RC's spark was also in her and she wanted to fight. She was sent to upstate New York to destroy Starscream's base of operations. However, they were wrong. It was Shockwave who was on Earth instead. Elita tried fleeing away from Shockwave to deliver the news to Optimus. She did manage to deliver the news, but Astrotrain was after her. After a while, when Astrotrain confronted her, she cut her blade through him and made him explode. While delivering the message to Optimus, Elita was caught off guard and attacked by Shockwave, who killed her while both the sisters felt her pain. Optimus arrived and forced the Decepticons to retreat. Later, a grave was made for her while everyone, including Optimus, mourned her death. Optimus then left for a mission in Chernobyl. Marvelous verdict. The concept of incorporating female Transformers served well. They were swift, nimble, and organized in their work, and were excellent warriors. Elita One was the best among them, and was often considered Prime's counterpart. So with this, we will be concluding today's video. We hope you have found it both entertaining and informative. Feel free to share your comments below, and have a good one. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one, and be safe. Thanks, everyone.
The Allspark must be returned, or their Elita's sacrifice.